Hola, muy buenas, aquí Fresquito con un nuevo vídeo. En este caso os traigo algo bastante particular. Se trata de The Stanley Parable Demonstration. Es una demo que está disponible en Steam para descarga de todos los usuarios. De hecho, os recomiendo que en vez de continuar viendo este vídeo, vayáis, la descarguéis y lo juguéis por vosotros mismos. Es más o menos media hora. Y yo creo que vale la pena, sobre todo para los que sepan algo de inglés, porque más vale la pena experimentarlo que no verlo. En cualquier caso, si decidís verlo, yo me alegro y vamos a ver cómo va esto. The Stanley Parable es un mod que salió en el 2011, si no recuerdo mal, para Source, y a mí me gustó mucho, me pareció muy original, muy inteligente en su propuesta. Era un juego en el que se ponía en tela de juicio lo que sería la narrativa en los videojuegos, el poder de elección real por parte del jugador, hasta qué punto la narrativa y las elecciones iban de la mano, o las elecciones y el propio devenir del juego iban de la mano, hasta qué punto esa libertad era real o era ilusoria. Y bueno, vamos a ver qué ofrece esta demo. Como veis, de momento es bastante lineal. Luego veremos que nos irá ofreciendo algunos elementos de libertad, pero siempre con la duda de hasta qué punto hemos tenido libertad de acción, hasta qué punto la consecuencia de nuestros actos ha conducido a ese final, o ese final estaba preestablecido.
Welcome to the Stanley Parable demonstration. Your number is 28. When your number is displayed, please enter the demonstration room. Thank you and have a pleasant demonstration.
Ya os digo que os aviso que no voy a hacer una traducción excepto de esto. Nos ha dicho que mi número es el 28 y puedo pasar cuando aparezca en el panel. Y como digo, el resto de diálogos no los voy a traducir, no los comentaré algunos o todos los que vea que tengo algo que comentar, pero me quedaré callado para que los podáis escuchar. He puesto subtítulos para que sea más fácil y ya veréis que el juego propone, la propuesta que tiene no es tanto de acción como de reflexión. Es decir, lo que es la jugabilidad, lo que es la consecuencia de tus actos, se muestra tanto en el juego, tanto en la pantalla, como en la mente, sobre todo en la mente. Es decir, tengo que esperarme hasta el 28. ¿Y si paso antes? Vamos a ver qué pasa. He pasado en el 23, no me he esperado. ¿Pasará algo? Cuadros con demos famosas. Ahora, en teoría, en mi mente está sucediendo un hecho, que es el plantearme si el haber entrado cuando no es mi número tiene alguna consecuencia.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the Stanley Parable live demonstration. It will be my pleasure to guide you through this sneak peek at what to expect in the Stanley Parable. A tease, just enough to leave you hungry for more. How exciting. Can't you just feel that nervous tension? The looming uncertainty? Why don't we drink in the anticipation for a moment, just for 20 minutes or so? Please, for just 20 minutes, don't move or act in any way. Simply remain motionless and let the thrill of demoing the Stanley Parable wash over you.
Ahora tengo la posibilidad de estar 20 minutos sin moverme lo más mínimo. Y la pregunta es, si me muevo, ¿qué ocurrirá? Y si no me muevo, ¿qué sentido habrá tenido entrar antes de mi número?
Oh wait, I've got it. You know what would really ramp up the anticipation? If I gave you a little tour of the facility and show you how we make video game demonstrations. Yes, you'll be simply out of your mind with anxiety. Come along this way.
Ahora no tiene sentido haber esperado. Si me hubiera movido antes, ¿qué habría pasado? ¿El juego habría respondido de otra manera? Son pequeñas cosas que el juego va proponiéndote y va dando pasos en ese.
This is where I and the other proctors have been working meticulously to construct a demo that explains clearly and concisely exactly what the Stanley Parable is, how it plays, and why you should spend real-world money on the main game. Video game demonstrations are tricky, and without the proper technology, you run the risk of the player having no idea what to expect in the full version.
Sí, el juego va construyendo poco a poco esa idea, ese planteamiento, el poder de la elección por parte del jugador, y mientras tanto va haciéndolo, pues burlándose, digamos, revisando con ironía lo que suelen ser los juegos y las demos. Por ejemplo, en este caso es: mira cómo nos cuesta hacer una demo, que es difícil, porque luego a lo mejor no compras el juego y tenemos que meter todo lo que se supone que el juego representa en realidad en este espacio.
Ah, here is one such technology. These buttons are meant to convey the meaning of choice and the impact of the decisions you make. After all, choices carry tremendous meaning and consequence. Didn't you know that? Go ahead. Why don't you try picking one of these buttons to press, and we'll see what your choice says about you.
Bueno, se supone que las elecciones dicen mucho de uno, ¿no? La propuesta que tienen la mayoría de juegos, pero ¿hasta qué punto eso es así? Es decir, todos estos botones, que yo pulse uno, va a ser totalmente arbitrario. Voy a elegir uno porque sí, no habrá ningún tipo de criterio. Y en teoría dirá algo de mí. ¿Hasta qué punto las selecciones que tomamos en los juegos son pensadas y tienen las consecuencias que tienen son reales?
How fascinating. Did you know that 94% of all people who select that particular button are sexual predators? You see, our choices really do illuminate the very intangible nature of our minds and souls. Pervert.
A ver si puedo presionar otro. No. ¿Y si hubieras presionado otro? ¿Habría cambiado el resultado? Dudas.
Okay, what else can I show you then? This place is the buffalo of game design. Nothing is wasted.
Bueno, hay diferentes salas, cada una en teoría ofrece una cosa distinta. Esta es la de Button Choice.
No, we've already seen this room. If it saves you the trouble of pushing another button, I can assure you that you're still a pervert.
Vale, no puedo. Pero entrar aquí ha sido una opción, y de hecho sigue siéndola. Ahora ya no hay ninguna reacción. Pero, como veis, si no hubiera entrado, el juego habría reaccionado. Demo status. Iremos por orden, ¿no? Haremos la vueltecita.
This device tells you whether or not you're inside a video game demonstration. Somewhere around here there's also a device that tells you whether or not you're inside a device that tells you whether or not you're inside a video game demonstration.
Esto es lo que sería el Uncanny Valley, ¿no? O sea, hasta qué punto uno se da cuenta que está dentro de un juego. Aquí me aseguran que estoy dentro de la demo. La demo sigue funcionando, no ha terminado. Nada me matará en esta habitación, lo cual me alegra. Vamos a ver. Compliments.
One of the most important parts of administering any demonstration is pumping up your ego and appealing to insecurities about your sense of self-worth. That's why we use this room to develop cheap compliments to shower on the player during the demo. Go ahead and press that button to see some of the superficial flattery we've been cooking up.
Bueno, voy a darle al botón, luego
My
comentaré.
heavens, I've never met someone who can consume as much uranium in a single sitting as you can. Just look at you go. Of all the people I know who are playing this exact demo at this exact moment and standing in this exact room, your performance is easily in the top 5,000. Top 4,700 even. I won't go as far as 4,600. Let's see. Oh, this is embarrassing. I really can't think of anything else to say. No. You've really exhausted my list of compliments. Goodness, that was fast. Either you or this department has a lot of room for improvement. Okay then, what's next?
Vale, ya no puedo darle más. Lo que se pone en cuestión en esta sala es la satisfacción que proporcionan los juegos o digamos las demos, por acotarlo un poco más. ¿Hasta qué punto es real esa satisfacción? ¿Es merecida esa satisfacción? ¿Es una satisfacción de nivel? ¿Que merezca la pena nuestro esfuerzo? Emotion.
Now, here's what we use to convey story. These booths convert text from a story into raw emotion. Go ahead, step into one of them and feel the sheer power of narrative exposition.
Despair, discovery. Vamos con despair.
Where did these cliffs go? These crags that we stood upon, they shielded us from our own ignorance, spoke coddling words and wrapped our vulnerabilities in a woolen cloth that so many times I tried to set aflame. If I knew these comforts now, would their fibers be any more sensitive to the heat of my touch? Perhaps it was the cold I desired most of all. That empress to whom my flesh was always invisible. A hammock for the bones, waiting to be touched and to be known.
Siento otra vez.
Where did this...
Vale.
It was though and within the shame he...
Oh.
It was though and within the shame he carried that ocean breeze that drift. The fierceness of the tides, the inevitable collapse of their kingdoms, washed ashore, bereft of shame, martyrs devoid of a cause, ripping and tearing at the eternal seams. A vessel without a captain, carrying itself like plastic in the wind, hinting at a purpose that was truer in some distant memory, if only it could decipher through time's veneer whose memory it wanted to be.
Como veis, aquí la burla es, o la reflexión es sobre la artificialidad de los
You went
recursos,
in
¿no?
both booths? Oh, how vulnerable of you. If at any point during the demo you need to cry, just let me know and we can take a minute.
Muy bien, sí. Voy a llorar por todas las esquinas. Como os decía, la artificialidad de los recursos narrativos. Aquí hemos visto, ¿no? La burla, la sátira. Aquí pone algo. Reglas de qué hacer con una demo. ¿Cómo
Now,
hacer
I
una
think
demo?
you'll find this exciting. We've actually developed a wall that you can walk through. Go ahead, give it a shot.
Bueno, se supone que puedo atravesar esto. Vamos a intentarlo, ¿no?
Oh, guess it's still in development. Right, okay, moving along.
La incapacidad de la tecnología siempre está ahí un
How's
poco
the
por delante de lo que
anticipation?
queremos,
Still
¿no?
feeling it?
Sí. Art. Si no me lo señalan no me entero. Como veis, es una reflexión sobre qué es una demo, qué debe ofrecer una demo.
Ah, now this room is perhaps the most important you'll encounter in the demo. This is where we determine whether or not the demo has been effective, whether it's conveyed the wit and soul of the Stanley Parable in such a compelling way that you reach immediately for your credit card to purchase the main game. Oh, I must say No! What are you doing? You can't make that decision yet. You haven't played the demo. We've put so much work into this demonstration. Wouldn't it be a shame if you rushed right into making a purchasing decision without savoring it first? Let this one simmer. You'll have plenty of time to decide later.
No me deja decidirme si me ha gustado o no, porque no he visto todavía la demo. Esa es la idea.
And there you have it. Everything you need to know about how video game demos are made.
Bueno, ahora ya estoy preparado para
However, it's
la
still
demo.
important that we address safety concerns. Please closely observe the following possible negative side effects of playing the Stanley Parable. if you agree to be held 100% responsible for any and all injury or long-term damage, mental, physical or otherwise, that may occur while playing the demo, please do not press the large red glowing disagree button at this time. Nothing? No objections? You're quite sure about that? Oh, well, all right then. In the event that you do experience one or all of the previously listed symptoms, let's establish a signal for you to convey to me that you wish the demonstration to be terminated. Please step into the dance perimeter.
Dance perimeter. Como habéis visto, la opción de darle al botón no existía.
Please perform a dance.
Vamos a bailar.
Your dance has been recorded. In the event that you feel confused or disoriented by anything you see inside the demo, perform that dance and I will terminate the demo immediately. Right. All preparations have been made. It is time at last. Are you prepared for the Stanley Parable?
¡Oh, épico! Vamos para allá. Estamos preparados, ¿no? Y...
Oh wait, what? What are we doing here?
Welcome to
Did
the
we not...
Stanley Parable demonstration. Your number is 29. When your number is displayed, please enter the demonstration room. Thank you, and have a pleasant demonstration.
Muy bien. Hemos vuelto al principio. No sé cómo. The Stanley Parable era un juego que ofrecía...
Okay, I'm lost. Let's just get back to the green room and start the demo again. I must have done something wrong the first time.
Era un juego que ofrecía una experiencia muy kafkiana, muy de narrativa kafkiana, de estar dentro del sistema y no poder salir de él. Bueno, de hecho todo este rollo de las elecciones, de las posibilidades.
Okay, here we go. The Stanley Parable demo take 2. Finding the demo, learning exactly what the Stanley Parable is. Here it comes.
Bueno, al final vamos a descubrir qué es The Stanley Parable. Vamos aquí.
Oh wait, what's this?
Se supone que esto es The Stanley Parable. Vamos a darle.
8.
8.
8.
Wait. This is all wrong. This isn't the Stanley Parable. This is a game where you press a button and it says 8. Not only is the Stanley Parable not a game about continuously pressing the number 8, I can guarantee that this button does not appear anywhere in the main game. Why is it here instead of the demo for the Stanley Parable? Where did the demo go? There was an actual demo here before. Something has gone wrong. It's all gone horribly wrong. We need to get you out of here before you start forming impressions of the Stanley Parable based on whatever the hell this 8 game is. We need to get out. We need to start over. You mustn't stay here another minute. Out, out, out. Go, go, go.
Puedo irme, pero voy a seguir dándole, ¿no? Se supone que esto no es de Stanley Parable. No tiene nada que ver.
8.
Pero yo le doy al 8.
8.
Now, I think perhaps you've misunderstood me, so let me reiterate as clearly as I can. This is not the Stanley Parable. What you are doing is pushing a button over and over that does nothing but speak the word 8. Has that gotten through? You may be continuing to press this button under the impression you're playing the Stanley Parable right now, an assumption that is, I should remind you again, entirely erroneous.
Bueno, pero ¿y si yo quiero seguir dándole? Sé que esto no es de Stanley Parable, pero...
8. 8.
Veamos. ¿Qué pasa?
8.
Doesn't even make sense. Why would I have gone to all of this elaborate setup just to demonstrate a game that doesn't do a single thing except repeat the word 8? The waiting room, the green room, the tour of the facility, all of that for no reason other than to contextualize and build up this particular game. Why? What about this game deserves any of that time and attention? Are you seeing something in it that I'm not?
¿No recuerda esto a... Este juego no se juega así? ¿Lo estás haciendo mal? ¿Cuándo un jugador está haciendo mal algo en un juego?
8.
Un juego se puede jugar mal.
8. 8. 8.
Okay, here's the deal. It isn't possible that you still think this is the Stanley Parable. I've restated the fact too many times, which means that you are now consciously choosing to delay the actual demo as long as possible. Is that it? Are you afraid of the Stanley Parable? I suppose another possibility is that you can't hear me because you're playing with the sound off. In which case, what are you even getting out of this 8 game in the first place? This scenario is perhaps even more concerning.
Bueno, voy a darle una última vez y mire.
8.
¿Y si entro otra vez? Le doy
8.
y me voy. Bueno, nos iremos.
Oh goodness, finally. Now, let's get back to business and start this demo over from the top.
Al rollo. Por el 53 ya.
Welcome to the
Yes,
Stanley
yes,
Parable
yes, we heard it all the first
demonstration.
time.
Your number is 30.
Now, no time for exploration. We've got business to attend to.
Ahora estoy dirigido. Ahora ya no hay tiempo para exploración.
Okay, now let's take a minute to get something straight here. When you sit down to play this demo, you are assuming an amount of responsibility for its outcome. Now, I can't say for certain whether you caused us to encounter the 8 game rather than the Stanley Parable, but I think it's a pretty safe assumption that you had something to do with it. At this time, please take a minute to think about all of the mistakes you've made in playing this demonstration, as well as your lack of respect for demo taking in general.
Resulta que el haberme encontrado con el 8 es algo que yo he hecho mal. La culpa es mía, no ha sido del juego. El juego me está diciendo eso. Algo habré hecho yo mal para haber llegado a esa conclusión.
Wonderful. I could really feel the introspection on my end. Now that we're all on the same page again, I feel ready to attempt the demonstration once more. In this third attempt, we shall truly come to understand the meaning of the Stanley Parable. Let the demonstration begin.
Bueno, ahora se supone que sí, que ahora descubriré lo que el juego ofrece de verdad. Ahora que ya me he concentrado en ver cuáles han sido mis fallos. Ups, esto está muy negro. Me da caquita. Estoy moviéndome izquierda y derecha, aunque no lo veáis.
What? No. It can't be over yet. You didn't see anything. Everything that was supposed to demonstrate why the Stanley Parable is a quality experience worth your time and money. It was here somewhere, I'm sure of it. Oh, no. We have to get out of here. We have to find something for you to do, anything. The demo cannot end like this. Hurry, this way.
Bueno, ahora se supone que vamos a prolongar esto porque la demo no puede terminar así.
Okay, yes. This is new. This is different. Surely there must be a game somewhere in here. Okay. Oh, how about this cup? Yes, go pick up the cup.
Bueno, el juego está extendiéndose.
All right,
artificialmente.
now put it, in the bin. You did it! You won! You know what you get for winning? An achievement. Wow, the Stanley Parable just keeps getting better and better. In fact, let me take a little survey of your experience. Based on what you've played so far, would you purchase the Stanley Parable?
B.
You responded,
What a clear and straightforward demonstration of the merits of the Stanley Parable. I am convinced of the quality of the full game.
incredible. You really do get it. You understand. Oh, I was so worried. I just wanted you to know what I see in the Stanley Parable, what I think makes it, well, special. It's so very difficult to put into words. Oh, we're all beyond that now, aren't we? Come along, let's get to the end and the final choice.
Bueno, no me ha dejado elegir y no salió subtítulos ahí. Me ha dicho que está muy contento de que al final haya entendido lo que significa el juego. Ya que he dicho que lo voy a comprar, yo no he podido elegir la opción, pero como he dicho que lo voy a comprar, el tío está contento de haberme mostrado exactamente lo que el juego ofrece.
Where are you? Where are you?
Wow. ¡Ey! Esto es el Turok.
Is this it? Yes, the end. Now, this is where we want the demo to be over. And I think it's time for you to log your final decision as to whether or not the Stanley Parable is any good. And it all comes to this. Please consider very carefully before answering. Much is at stake.
Bueno, ahora puedo elegir si sí o si no, si me ha gustado. Me ha gustado, así que diremos que sí. No puedo
Is it
darle.
working? Are you sure? You sure you pressed the button? What? No, we finished the demo. Did it start again? Hello? Is anyone there? They already finished. They said they liked it. I need someone to stop the demo. Hello? We need to go back. We need to get out of here.
Vale, se ve que ha habido algún problema. No puedo terminar la demo porque la demo insiste en que debo continuar. ¿Y si hiciera el baile? No, no funciona.
Oh no, what's going on? Where is everyone? Okay, over to the left, down this way.
Bueno, seguiremos aquí la parte final, ¿no? Con la tensión de la huida. Isolation Chamber.
Oh, nice and quiet. Finally. Well, I suppose we can both agree that I failed, haven't I? My job was to be a teacher, and I so badly wanted to teach you exactly what the Stanley Parable is supposed to be, but somehow I couldn't. Well, at any rate, I don't know if I care for the Stanley Parable anymore. Do you think any of this is actually in the main game? Honestly, I doubt it. What would that even look like? No, I think I've had enough of it. No more doors, no more demonstrations, no more endings. That's the other problem with this game. There's too many bloody endings. I'm sick of them. How can one game end so many times? It doesn't make sense. Oh, but back at the beginning of the demonstration, now, that was lovely. No concerns about where it was all going. No confusion. Just a blank slate. Yes, that's what I want. A game of beginnings. Hey, do you remember, just a few minutes ago, when we met for the first time, and I showed you the technology used to make the demo, because I thought there actually was a demo. Oh, we were so naive back then, how little we knew of the world. And then, when we ended up back in the waiting room, even though you'd already done that before, yes, it's all so fresh in my memory. They were such wonderful moments. Oh, and then when we played the game with the cup and you won, and then we kept wandering and we ended up in a stairwell somewhere, and we just kept climbing and climbing, flight after flight after flight. I thought they would never end. And then we were on some kind of catwalk. I didn't have any idea what was down there. Did you? And we just kept going, and we found that elevator, and it said escape on it. And we talked about it for a while. About how we couldn't possibly know whether this was really an escape, but that it seemed worth a try, and at the very least it would be an adventure. So we got inside and we rode the elevator up and up and up. We had some sense that the end was coming, but we couldn't possibly know when. And then after so long it finally stopped, and we stepped out into the lush outdoors, the trees, the wildlife, the sun rising on a new and glorious path. Freedom. We were free. There was nothing to think, nothing to know. Simply us, being right there in that moment. Wasn't it so beautiful? Wasn't that moment so singularly, piercingly beautiful? We were free.
Pero realmente somos libres. ¿Y ese sitio sí corresponde con la realidad? Bueno, hasta aquí la demo. Espero que os haya gustado la experiencia. A mí me parece fascinante. Estoy esperando que salga el juego. Sale el 17 de octubre. Yo creo que lo pillaré. No sé el precio que tiene, pero ya veremos. Hasta otra. Me despido aquí.